Chef Selwyn Taste. So today we're doing a demo of jerk chicken. We're gonna do a red snapper fillet, and of course we love the vegetarian, so we have gonna do a bit of vegetarian meal, and also rice and peas. So are we ready for the ride? Are we ready for the ride? All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our water going for rice. That takes a little time. And we're also gonna add some cooked kidney beans. Season that up. Then we're gonna add coconut milk. A little coconut milk is your friend, and just let it come to the boil. Now you need to make sure that it comes to the boil and get all happy and bubbly, and you know, for good measures, since we're doing jerk, we have these little guys called what? Scotch bonnet. So if you don't have these guys in your jerk, it's not jerk. Don't bring no jalapeno to the party. Don't bring no chili pepper or no sweet pepper. We need Scotch bonnet, right? And you can go ahead and toss one of these guys in, and you're just gonna release the flavor. All right. So while that's happening, what we're gonna do is we have chicken. And with our chicken, when we do jerk, we like to say that we marinate for 24 hours, or 12 hours, or 6 hours. Might get away with 4 hours. And today we're doing no marinade. Everything is in. So we had some of our seasoning in, and this is all our own blend, right? And you need a couple teaspoons of jerk sauce. And this way, if you like it spicy, you can add more, right? But if you can always add, you know, stuff to it rather than take out. So if your palate is not that happy, then don't go there, all right? And also, this is a little secret for those of you that don't like it too spicy. We had a couple teaspoons of gotcha. Here we go. So don't tell nobody. Right? But it gives you a nice little flavor there. A little bit of sugar. And then also a couple teaspoons of soy sauce. All right. And so although we want this guy to come to the boil, you don't really want it to boil over, right? You just want, as you can see, we're cooking, right? You know, and if you want to time me, it's your business. All I know, I'm up here cooking. You know, and, some of these guys on TV, and they're like, oh, you didn't get to finish. Today we're cooking a bunch of dishes and we're finishing, right? So there we go. All right, so you got that nice for your peas. And then, how do you know how much rice we have to our thing? What's the ratio? Come on, we're doing this together. He says 3 to 1, 2 to 1. So 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of liquid. All right. So if you had too much liquid, and then we might as well go ahead and have some thyme in there. You know, what's Caribbean food without thyme? And then we just leave it slow. Allow it to get happy. All right, back to our chicken. Look like we're on a flame for our grill. Wow. We have more liquid. Bear with me, folks. Look like our juice for the barbecue is gone. Oh wow! So it looks like we're out of fuel for that. So. See if we can find some. We having more fuel. So bear with me momentarily. We since it's jerk, all we're doing is just stealing time to marinate it a little bit. So while we're waiting for that guy to get going, we're gonna go ahead and season. So everything is in there, as you can see. So here we are. So what am I doing? Huh? No. No. Oh no. I'm putting love in this chicken because we didn't get no 24-hour marinade, right? So I'm telling my chicken, you gotta love me so I can love you back, right? So you gotta massage all that flavor in there. So it's not massaging, it's loving. So I'm putting that love. So your secret ingredients for all the dishes you make is gonna be love. You put love in there, it'll love you back. All right, so we're waiting for this guy to get going. And then, seeing it seems like we can't find no flavor for that, we're just gonna switch gears. And since I'm a chef, right? You gotta problem solve as you go along. So no excuse. All right? Oh, they're finding, looks like they're finding one. So while they're doing that, stuff always up and never, you know. So it's a big tank, and we did one demo with jerk, and we thought it's full and ready to go. Lit up okay, but didn't have enough juice. So I have no idea what's going on over there. Okay. Turn it down a bit. Come on, turn it down. Take it off. Just turn it out. Oh, disconnected. Alright, so we're not going to barbecue anybody today. It just seems like leave it. All we're giving you was just excitement. Alright, so as I said before, we're going to problem solve, right? And this is where I was trending. So none of this foolishness is like I don't know what to do, or we don't have grill, or whatever it is. As I was saying, I'm a chef, you know what I mean? So we're gonna cook. Yeah, so like, so what I'm gonna do for you is we're gonna turn this into a jerk pan fry. How about that? So, with flour in another frying pan, and there we go. So sometimes you just have to have it like that, right? So in the next break, we'll figure out what's going on with barbecue here, but not to worry. We're still gonna have some jerk fried chicken. And then call the neighbors, tell everybody, why chefs are not easy, you know. Are we doing that? Yep. All right. So our pan is nice and hot. Get a nice little char. So it's gonna be a little darker because we have the jerk and the soya sauce and all that stuff in it, right? So we're gonna let that get happy for a bit. All right, chicken or rice. And what it is, we started our vegetarian meal just to make sure that we get a little headway. And I said you can cook rice in 15 minutes, you know, 10-15 minutes. It just depends. So I was in Niagara Falls last night, never went to bed, but you know what? It was not as bad as last week. Because last week we did not JerkFest, but the carnival, and like for 3 days I didn't go to bed either. And I was functioning. So what a little night without going to bed, you know? So I know you're thinking I'm sluggish. I have nothing to do with this, you know. Here we are. But in saying that, and you check your food as you go, right? You check for seasoning, you check for taste, you check for how stuff is cooking. So if you look at your rice and you're saying, well, that needs a little bit more liquid in it, then go ahead and add a little more liquid, you know? Because again, it's what? Putting the love in it, right? So that's all food is about, love. You know, put love in your food and then your food will love you back, right? So the next step we're gonna do is God, this guy is good. So where's my sous chef? Okay. All right, always prepared. So our tofu is, as you can see, bubbling away. We agree that's good? All right. So here we are now. Who care about grill if we don't have grill? You know, we're gonna make it work. So we're doing pan-fried jerk chicken, and as you can see, it looks very jerky. Just have to make sure it cooks fully. And then with this bad boy, we're gonna continue what we were supposed to be doing in the first place. Did you guys hear me sing this morning? One love, one heart, let's get together, feel alright. So the way this thing works, you gotta encourage the chef, right? You know, I'll send around the hat in a minute, but you know. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is your red snapper fillet, right? And because we have the flour and this stuff, you just have to keep on turning them. Other than that, if you're doing this stuff at home, then that's fine, and then just put it in the oven for 10 minutes and you'll be perfect. All right, red snapper, there we go. So red snapper fillet, and I don't like the old fish. You know, I'm not a head and tail guy, I'm a fillet guy, right? So again, you put in our spices, and this is all you need. It's just our herb blend. Season up nicely, and again, put that love into your food, right? You gotta put that love into your food. And you don't need to marinate this, right? Your fish is already there. So give it the same flour treatment. And if you want to go naked, then go naked, hey. So, here we are. And this is not a lot of fuss or anything. Here we are. So, are we enjoying the JerkFest so far? Okay. So fish doesn't need a lot of cooking, right? You know, just a couple minutes on each side and you're good. Alright, so always get rid of your gloves or wash your hands when you're using, especially poultry, right? Because then you don't want to cross-contaminate. know? So your chicken look a little dark, but it's a jerk fried chicken, right? So we need to put some color into it, you know? So while we're waiting for this stuff, we're gonna do some garnish for fish. So if you take a pepper, chop, 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 chop. Now don't try this at home, eh? Not advisable. And we have red and green peppers. Anybody like mushroom? Portobello mushroom? The meaty kind? The kind that you can just put some olive oil and season and put on your grill and you're like, keep your burger? You know that kind? Would you like some of that? So if we take a big portobello mushroom, you know, and then we go to town on them. Don't try this at home again, as they say, right? All right. Don't worry, we'll get in there. Grill or no grill. So, when you're cooking your fish, look at that. Did you all see all that nice crust on there? Now, how long did that take? Right? Literally 2 minutes on each side. Yeah. Now, we have some tomatoes here, we have some lime, we have some lemon, and if we grab one of these guys, lemon, lime, right? Lemon, lime. So you cut the ends off, cut them in half, and then you take your knife and you go from one half, not cutting all the way. Then wherever you stop, you take your knife again, and please use a small knife. I'm a big boy and I'm used to this, so don't practice with this guy, right? There you go. Flip up, and then you twist. And look at that. We have just created garnish for our fish, right? So food is all about how you present and garnish and all that. Again, while we're doing all of that, if we take the little tomato, whole tomato, there we go. And then you peel your tomato. All you Jamaican people know how to peel a fruit, right? Our Caribbean people, you all know how to peel a fruit. You know, you peel your oranges, you peel your whatever. We're peeling tomato today. So, if you peel your tomato around and around, I mean, I learned this as a kid. Didn't realize it was a culinary thing, you know. But when you go home, and I dare say so, Mr. Harpal, next time you make a breakfast for the wife, you know, you peel your tomato, and you make sure she has it on the tray, and then you say, Chef taught me that, right? Make sure you remember Chef, right? Chef taught you that. Okay, so there we go. You start at the hen, and then all you're gonna do is just roll. Round she go and around she go, and then at the end, voila, a nice roast. Right? So that's all part of food and the presentation or whatever. All right, time to get these big boys out of the way and get them going. So I would just grab my fish like this, put it on the platter. And I mean, as I said, look at that, guys. You know, we don't have to cook it to death, you know. As I said, 2 minutes on each side, and your fillet should be good. It likes some love, right? So always give it some love, and don't over love it. Just the right amount of love, you know. So there we go. And then if we set this here for now, we'll come back to it later on. So we have our pot that was going, nice and hot, right? And if we still have flame, and if we just take some onions, toss in the pot, there we go, you know. We're cooking, eh? We are cooking today. JerkFest, right? Gotta be happy. The happier you are, the better your food is, right? Now, all that mushroom and onions and stuff that we tossed up, all you're doing is just, you don't need to overcook the crap out of them again, you know? Just get them nice and happy. And our rice is like, look at that, you know? We gotta multitask, guys. And look at that. Fluffy. Did we say fluffy? Yeah. Or do we say Shelly? Fluffy. Look at that. Alright, so we're cooking our rice and our chicken again. You know, chicken is good. Never mind it looks a bit dark, but we might not have a grill. Oh, sorry guys. We might not have a grill, but at the end of the day, hallelujah, hallelujah. Chef is cooking, no? So there's a little bit of hot on there. All right. So look at that. So all you need is just make sure you season again, season your food, nice and seasoned. And if you want to turn this guy up a notch, and we don't waste anything, right? Because remember the tomato that we peel? You just chop it up. In you go. Okay. Now, you're creating a nice little sauce, right? And then if you put a little bit of H2O in it, some white wine, you know, as we said, some vegetable stock, whatever you want, you know. But we're not finished yet. Because if you take a couple teaspoons of that little magic sauce, and you just put a little in there. Don't tell them. Right? And then now, if you really want to go happy, what do? You add a little coconut milk to it. So now, yeah, you have sauce for your fish. No, if you're like me and you want to get a little crazier, then you just slide your fish back in. But that's just me. So, if you let this bad boy simmer for a little bit, no man, we don't need no bammy. This is a fish fillet, red snapper fillet. When you go downtown, we're gonna charge you an extra $15, right? That's how the thing set up. So no bammy required. No bummy required. Cause this is gonna be melt in your mouth goodness that have you going We walk away for days, right? Alright, so since we have it like that, you know, we can go ahead and kill our fried chicken. And I want any of you tell me that I didn't cook today. Oh, that was foolishness. I'm sorry. Didn't even have no grill. Couldn't do no jerk. You know, big chef in house. Talk about him not have no grill. Alright guys. Did you realize we're finished? Nobody told you? Okay. Okay. Alright. So despite all of that, you know, 36 minutes and change and wait. And chef up on TV and chat about them can't play it. You know, like I didn't get a chance to play. Come on. You know. So, here we're gonna go now. This is wonderful, guys. Anybody that wants a bite, you know, you can actually get a bite because, yeah, man. Okay. So remember what we were doing before? What were we doing before? Right? What were we doing before? Look at that lemon. Look at that. Boss, you know? Alright. So when the music right, you know, when it hits your soul, you just gotta feel alright. God, you see? That's all chef does, is put the love in the food, right? Someone that cook this for days. Alright, yeah, look at that. So, they must say chicken no cook on sitting. Nah, serve them the raw chicken. Alright, I think can go on. Okay. So guys, this is a unique flavor. Pan fried jerk. Pan fried jerk. They say me cook some pan fried jerk. Alright guys, so back to the tomato. Remember we had a nice little tomato around the corner there? Yeah. And then if we look around we'll find a few scotch bonnet or something. Yeah. I don't know how you feel, you know. But we have rice and peas and we have curry tofu chana. So all your vegetarian can come and get a eat. But here we go, guys. Look at that. In spite of, right? And you know we're gonna charge you an extra 25 though. All right, so there we go. So don't forget the cookbook. Chef Selwyn, The Art of Cooking, Soul of the Caribbean.
We're going to try a sample of your food. And then she wants to ask you a couple questions. So she has our YouTube channel coming up.
Yeah, okay.
So she has to ask you some questions. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Put it on this side, then they'll. Yeah, put it on the outside.
What would you like me to do to make it like easier?
Okay, so let's put the salsa on the fork and
Okay.